Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Two Brothers Gaming Podcast. This is episode 140 here with Rylan, of
Yep.
course.
Finally out of the 130s. Now we're on to the 140s.
Yeah.
But, before this episode starts, like always, get your ears ready. I know, a lot of you guys' ears fall off during this segment. But join the Discord. We would interact with the community and stuff. We would like to, but you guys don't really join the Discord and talk to us.
You guys hate us,
We want to do stuff for you guys, help you out with certain things like games and stuff like that, just talk to you guys, just build a whole community, but you guys don't like Discord.
I mean, you like listening to us, obviously, but you just don't like talk to us.
They don't like clicking the links down below, It's just
Don't look at the description. You just listen.
it's so difficult. It's so difficult to do this.
I know.
I know, just clicking that link in the description. Oh crap!
It's rough, man.
I
It's
can't believe.
rough.
I know, just a click. Whew.
Crazy. A click's crazy.
That's too much. Way too much. But yeah, and also if you guys want to, you can get some merch and TeePublic down below as well. Maybe you guys will listen to that. Some sexy Two Brothers Gaming merch.
It is sexy. It's nice. It's good quality too, man. Good printing quality.
Especially cheap too.
Cheap for what it is, man. That's the cheapest place we know to find it for you guys. We tried to find somewhere that wasn't expensive for you guys because everywhere else is wanting like $30 a shirt, and you can get these for like 16.
Don't get us started on what was it?
Printify, man. Holy crap.
Printify.
We made it as cheap as we could, so we wouldn't even make no commission off of it. Like, we would make nothing off of it, and it was still like $34 a shirt, man.
I know, it was ridiculous. So, yeah, we didn't even make money off of that. And now we still get a little bit of money from TeePublic, which is good.
You get like $1 a shirt. We can't control, our commission off of it or anything to make the prices lower. We would, but
we just obviously make the shirts for you guys and everything. We put the designs on there for you. Obviously, we sadly can't get our merch for free.
Yeah, I wish we could. Yeah, we gotta buy it too.
So we're hoping to sell also.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go ahead and get started here though.
All right, so I know we talked about a while ago that Nintendo was suing Power World, and it was rumored that it was over how the spheres worked. They were too close to Pokeballs. So now Power World is changing the way the spheres work and how the pals come out of them.
So what you're saying is Pokemon just like every type of thing where you throw and something pops out.
Yeah, you can't throw a ball without Pokemon being like, "Oh, that's not allowed." I own that.
So baseball.
Yeah, even baseball. I'm surprised. I'm surprised baseball games haven't. Nintendo hasn't sued. MLB The Show or anything.
Dang. We better watch out playing 2K, Ashton. You're throwing that ball half court.
Oh yeah, you are throwing it one-handed that way. Says Nintendo might sue 2K.
We're gonna have to watch out because we could get sued too.
Yeah.
But what I got here is, the inner workings of Power World have been altered in the latest update due to, the possible, Nintendo lawsuit filed against it. Power World has been subjected to, accusations of plagiarism and copyright, infringement from the beginning. So I like how they literally just started suing them now and stuff.
Yeah, after the game's been out since January, almost a year.
Yes. Why'd they wait so long?
I think they had to search as much as they could to find something to sue over because there really wasn't a lot to sue over.
All the spears.
I don't.
That's dumb. So yeah, if you guys play MLB The Show or whatever, you better watch out.
Nintendo's might get banned.
Yeah, might get banned from all your Nintendo home consoles. But it's mainly focused on its character designs and gameplay mechanics, similar to certain aspects of Pokemon. While this caused some controversy in the early days of its release, Power World has risen to unprecedented popularity. Concern arose among its player base. However, Nintendo announced it would be suing Power World developer Pocket Pair Inc., the GOAT of this game. Power Words are such a good. We haven't played in so long.
I like it. It's just I was waiting for it to get cross platform with Steam and Game Pass because I had all my progress on Steam and then I'd play with you guys on Game Pass. But as of right now, it's still not cross platform. But they're eventually wanting to make it cross platform.
I hope they do eventually. But that concern was renewed today. Obviously not today, but when Power World version 0.3.11 featured changes to PAL spears. This is a brand new Power World update, by the way. The palm size, spear devices or players use to capture in some of their pals. The changes were first spotted by Niche Gamer. They do appear to be reflected in Power World's patch notes via Steam, so it's on the Steam patch notes and stuff. It says here, change the behavior of summoning player-owned pals. And so they, are always summoned near the player. So, I don't understand that. Does it just, pop up? Do they pop up now, or do you not throw the ball, or what?
It says, basically what this means is that when a player summons a PAL, they no longer do so by throwing the PAL sphere wherever they want them to appear. Instead, the PAL will simply pop up directly next to the player and
That's so lame.
and can then be commanded to attack other PALs, gather resources, or etc.
That is the lamest thing ever.
Yeah, it's
I thought
dumb.
it was cool.
It was cool, but Nintendo's like, "Oh, I own that. You can't do that. You can't
throwing balls.
You can't throw a ball and have something come out of it that's alive."
Yeah. So dumb. But yeah, in practice, this means that when a player summons a PAL, it's no longer do so by throwing the PAL spear. So yeah, basically PAL spears, they're there, but you can't throw them. They literally just there's no reason for a spear to even be there anymore.
I wonder if you can still catch them with it. Like how you would catch them with the PAL sphere. It just says this is how you summon them. It doesn't say that how it changes you catching them.
Yeah, literally.
Because I don't see how you could do it with how you could not throw it and catch it. Like, you'd have to throw it to catch it, right?
Yeah, so I don't understand how it's going to work. They're going to have to add a different type of system to be able to catch the PALs.
Unless they're still allowed to catch them, they're just not allowed to summon them out of it. Nintendo didn't sue them for catching them with it. It's just for summoning them from it.
Yeah, I literally see nothing.
I don't see anything about catching them. It's just about summoning them.
Yeah, I don't see anything at all.
So dumb.
Yeah, but this person on Twitter, their at is Queen Warden 48. They claim that the lack of control where the PAL spawns makes it harder to win fights. Which makes sense.
It does make sense because instead of throwing it where you want it, like at a PAL that you want to fight or something, it just summons next to you and it has to run. Yeah,
and you don't know where it's going to spawn. It could spawn in front of you, behind you, left, right. You don't know.
It could screw you if you're in between it and the PAL you want to fight. Like then you'll get attacked by the PAL that you're trying to fight, and if you don't jump out of the way in time or something, that's stupid. I mean, maybe they'll fix it with an update or something to make it more suitable. I don't know, but it sucks that Nintendo even done this. Like it screwed around with the game that was good.
Yeah, it really does. I hate that. I hate that for Pocket Pair in general because they made a really good game. Yeah, it's kind of based on Pokemon.
A game that for me should have been a Game of the Year contender. It should have been a Game of the Year contender, man.
Oh yeah, easily. I don't see how it wasn't. Honestly,
stupid. Did you see who won? Who won? You know who won last night? The Game Awards was last night.
Was it?
Yeah, Astrobot won the Game Awards for the Game of the Year, and then it won a bunch of other categories. It won family friendly and crap like that.
I mean, I think family friendly.
Echoes of Wisdom didn't win a single thing.
That's the second time it's been rigged.
Zelda's
2 years in a row. 2 years in a row.
Zelda hasn't
Spider-Man
won crap.
2 or Tears of the Kingdom should have won last year.
Mhm.
And, you know, like, Echoes of Wisdom should have won this year.
Echoes of Wisdom was such a different take on the Zelda franchise. I don't know. Like, I guess nobody from the Game Awards even played the game. I don't know.
I don't understand that. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I hate the Game Awards. It's trash.
The Game Awards is so rigged.
It's rigged.
We're not going over it.
Nope.
Nope. It's rigged.
Next year, we're not touching it.
It's it's obviously rigged.
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
Like,
they get
you know,
us voters we vote online. We only get 10% of the vote.
we barely get
we're not
any.
going to win it anyway if we vote. You know, they've already decided it.
Astro Ball. It's a literal PlayStation like type. It's like
it's a PlayStation 5 game that's basically like
I know what it
a
is.
Demo. Basically, it's
PlayStation 4 had it.
It's like a demo. It's like because that's the PlayStation's mascot now or whatever crap. It's basically a demo game.
It's stupid. How did that win Game of the Year?
Echoes of Wisdom wasn't even up for Game of the Year, but it was up for like family friendly and game and crap like that. But Astrobot won Game of the Year, family friendly, like all the categories that Echoes of Wisdom was in. Astrobot won.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Bunch of boy. Echoes of Wisdom is such a good game.
You guys over there with the Game Award, you're completely dumb. Just quit. Let me and Ashton host the Game Awards.
Yeah,
we'll actually, get what people want. Not Astrobot.
Yeah, I get it. It should have been a contender on there. Whatever. It could have won a couple of the. I'm even okay with it. I'm even okay with Game of the Year, but give at least family friendly Echoes of Wisdom. Like that's Nintendo's category. That's Nintendo's category. An adventure Game of the Year. Echoes of Wisdom didn't win it. Astrobot did.
I get Astrobot's it's like a sandbox game, I'm pretty sure. But how was that adventure?
The two categories that Echoes of Wisdom was in, Adventure Game of the Year and Family Friendly Game of the Year, Astrobot won. And it already had won Game of the Year.
That's so stupid.
Baldur's Gate all over again. Baldur's Gate won so many stinking awards.
And Tears of the Kingdom won none.
It won
Spider-Man
one.
2 didn't even win any.
I think Tears of the Kingdom won Adventure Game of the Year. But other than that, it went crap. It should have won Game of the Year.
Same as Spider-Man 2 also. They barely won crap, and then Baldur's Gate won everything.
Now I won't say Echoes of Wisdom should have won Game of the Year. I won't say that. To me,
it was
a good game. It should have been definitely an option.
Yeah.
But my Game of the Year this year is probably I'll say maybe even Black Ops 6, man. It's such a comeback for the Call of Duty franchise because it's been such garbage the past 4 years.
If Black Ops 6 would have came out earlier, easily Game of the Year.
And Power World is probably my second, honestly. It is such a good game. And it broke records when it came out in January. But if it would have came out with maybe June or July instead of January at the very beginning of the year, I think Power World would have been a contender. I think it still should have been a contender. But where it came out so early, people forgot about it.
I don't get Astrobot. I don't really get it.
Stupid.
Because Astrobot was there was kind of a thing like that on PlayStation 4 called the Playground or something like that.
Yeah, Astrobot's Playground or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally like a copy and paste of that with different features.
The demo game, pretty much.
Yeah.
It'll have some DLC, they said, but
yeah, so the last game Game Award game that was really normal was 2018.
I don't remember.
Even then, I think God of War won it.
Was it God of War? Might have been. I know 2017 Breath of the Wild won.
Yeah. You see, the last two that were good with Breath 2017, 2018. The rest have been rigged.
Was it 19 or 20 that Elden Ring won?
20. I get Elden Ring. No. 21.
I don't remember. Whenever it came out, it won Game of the Year.
21.
21.
Wait, hold up. No, 22.
Was it
Yeah, because
22?
God of War Ragnarok came out the same year.
Oh, God of War Ragnarok should have won, man. I mean, I get it. Elden Ring's a good
Elden
game.
Ring's a good game. It's a part of like the
Ragnarok,
Dark
man.
Souls series and
I
stuff.
don't care.
But yeah, I think I know why I didn't win because obviously God of War came out late.
Yeah,
Same
but
with how
Ragnarok, man, was good
it
game.
was so good. I know. I don't know how because God of War won in 2018 against like Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man. It won against all those big games.
It was such a good game though. God of War
Yeah.
2018, man, it was.
Yeah, if it would have released a little earlier, it wouldn't have won Game of the Year.
I'm talking games that I beat this year. God of War 2018, I beat it in July. That's my game of the year. If I'm counting games that I beat this year, not games that come out this year, that's a good game. And then even Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, man, it was a good game. I beat it this year.
It was too.
It obviously didn't come out this year, but I beat it this year, and it's such a good game. Holy crap!
So many good games.
They make good games. They have some questionable decisions.
I don't understand it, but we can move on to the next topic.
All right, yeah.
We're the game awards wasn't part of it, but
it was. We just had to talk about it because it was trash. Anyway,
that is dumb though. I think it's really dumb.
Echo's Wisdom got snubbed.
Top 6 got snubbed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah.
Like even for like visuals, like
Fortnite didn't even get ongoing game of the year.
How?
No, not God of War. Helldivers 2 got ongoing game.
I mean, that makes Helldivers is a big game, but Fortnite's bigger.
Yeah, Destiny 2 was on there, and Fortnite and Helldivers.
Fortnite's still one of the biggest games ever.
Yeah,
especially with the OG coming out.
But I guess Fortnite can't win it every year, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it did win Game of the Year in 2017. I'm pretty sure.
And then Breath of the Wild did.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild. I think Fortnite was like second.
Probably. I'm sure Fortnite won something that year.
I know it won most anticipated game.
Yeah.
In and then a few other awards years after. But you would think it would win ongoing.
Maybe next year.
But yeah, I'm just starting to learn the game of the year awards rigged.
Oh, they're trash. You're up.
Especially after 2022.
Yeah.
23.
Last year was.
Let's move on. Let's shut up. Shut up. Move on.
Yeah. All right. So talked about a few months ago that there was a rumor that GTA 5 might get delayed till 2026, and then we had a topic not too long ago saying that no, it's 2025. Here we have another report that says 2025. So we're just kind of keep talking about kind of the same thing, but it's from different sources.
Yeah, but there's different sources, and obviously there hasn't been much information on GTA 6.
They're just trying to give you guys kind of a comfort that it probably will still be 2025. So you go ahead and tell them.
So Bloomberg's Jason Schrader has published another report on GTA 6. I'm pretty sure the last time we went over GTA 6, he also did the same report. But over the past few years, the accomplishment journalist, shared accurate information about the game ahead, of its reveal with one trailer, last year. He correctly reported the game would feature a man and a woman as protagonists, set in Vice City. Plus, he was also right about the first GTA 6 trailer would be released like when it was released. So, he's pretty accurate when it comes to that. But since the first trailer, of GTA 6, Rockstar's remained, tight-lipped. And, there has been nothing on, the same level as other trailers to come. We don't know.
Right.
It even says here, Mr. Schrader, however, has reiterated a few things, given some new insights on the game's development and what's to expect. But the article on Bloomberg states that GTA 6, almost said 5, GTA 6 missed a few deadlines for a release. Now we already knew this, likely, given the change in a year. Take-Two, Rockstar Games, parent company, expected to make around $8 billion, which is a far, far more than they usually would. Take-Two said that the game is still projected to release in fall 2025. That said, Jason Trader, reveals that other game publishers are leaving it as long as they can to announce release dates to avoid GTA 6. So they don't want it. They're trying to other games are trying to wait for GTA 6 as well.
Yeah. Well, they know that if they release their game around when it releases, that they're not going to get as many sales.
Yeah, so
Because everybody's going to be
they're
buying
waiting.
GTA 6.
Yeah, so they're waiting for the actual full out release date and stuff like that. So make a move on whatever.
I
But
don't know which one would be bigger. If GTA 6 is announced when it's going to release, or the Switch 2. Like, if they release it around the same time,
ooh,
which one's going to be the bigger seller at that time?
I don't know, honestly. That'll be
For
close.
me, I'd get the Switch 2.
Yeah, I would get the Switch too. It's a whole different console. You can get the GTA 6 whenever.
Yeah. I
Honestly,
mean,
you
they're
can't
going to
with
support it for the next
Switch 2.
20 years, like they did GTA 5. So, we're going to
Yeah,
wait 20 years before we get a GTA 7. So,
but yeah, I think Switch 2 I would get first
I would.
easily. There's really not much on this though,
No, it's just another report
but
saying 2025
it's
instead of
yeah,
that one saying
2025 in fall.
2026.
Yeah, so just to let you guys know, it's like fall 2025 still. So yeah, next year.
Hopefully.
Again, not much. Same. But yeah, that's literally all there is. I don't have much else on this.
All right.
Besides, the development time was forever, as we know,
Yeah.
etc. But yeah, that's all.
All right. So I made these topics yesterday before the Game Awards. So
Yeah.
obviously last night was Game Awards. We didn't record, but it says Days Gone Remaster could be shown at the Game Awards. As far as I know, it was not. But I still wanted to leave this topic in here because that just lets you guys know that there might be a Days Gone Remaster coming up
Yeah.
soon. It's a rumor. It may be real. It may not. But just to let you guys know that this is a rumor that's going on that might eventually come true.
Yeah, so according to the latest rumors, it seems though that Days Gone Remastered announcement could be taking place at the Game Awards, which Ashton, basically said it hasn't, I guess. But
As far as I know, it didn't.
Days,
I looked for it and
yeah,
I haven't found anything about the game. I didn't watch Game Awards or anything because I knew it was rigged. But
yeah,
as far as I've seen, it wasn't announced.
yeah. But Days Gone was first released in 2019. It's a really good game. It was different, unlike most of Sony's first party games and stuff like that. It earned mixed reviews, and stuff like that because people didn't know how they liked it because it was like an open world kind of based zombie type of game, different. But excuse me, still dealing with a little cough here. But it says here it's possible as long rumored Days Gone remastered could be announced at the Games Award. But as Ashton said, there's literally he hasn't seen anything on it. It still could have been announced, but he
I don't think it was, but
I missed it. I don't think it was either.
it still might be announced eventually. Like I said, that's the only reason I kept this topic in here, even though it wasn't announced last night. That just to give you guys a heads up that this might be coming up here in the next couple of weeks as a topic. That hey, Days Gone Remaster has been confirmed, or it's been
Yeah.
maybe
I
it
mean,
won't come up
it's
again
kinda
because it's not real.
expected.
We don't know. It's just a rumor. How
Yeah,
rumors work.
yeah, just a rumor. But, so yeah, I guessing that it didn't get, said at the Game Awards and stuff like that, but, obviously it might come out during the, maybe January or something like that. You never know. You never know with game dates and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if it ends up being true, we'll let you guys know. But what it was, I know
Yeah.
one thing that and I didn't look at everything that was announced last night at the Game Awards, but I know one thing that was announced last night, and that's The Last of Us Part 2 remastered for
Yeah.
PC. It's coming out in April.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah. I still need to beat
Last
Part
of Us
1. I'm almost done with it. I need to sit down and do it. But
yeah.
I need to get it beat
Ashton just
before.
wants to play Black Ops 6 too badly.
Yeah, I need to beat a bunch of games. I need to beat Twilight Princess halfway through it for like 2 years. I need to beat Luigi's Mansion 2. I need to beat all kinds of games. Echoes of Wisdom now. I still haven't beat the final boss on Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
But Last of Us Part 2 remastered for PC comes out in April.
Yep. So there's literally not much on that because we don't know.
Right. And then, like we already covered, I'll just say it again because it's PlayStation. Spider-Man 2 comes out for PC next month. And I still need to beat Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales. The first two before I get to Spider-Man 2.
Both of them are really good games.
I've played a little bit of both. I just haven't, like I said, I got a crap ton of games I need to beat.
Yeah.
Just don't have
I'll
time.
beat both Spider-Man.
Working,
It's just, obviously not Spider-Man 2 because, I don't got PS5.
working 3, 4 podcasts, however many I have now. I don't have a
Ashton
lot of
lost
time.
count.
I have so many.
But yeah, there's literally nothing else on that.
All right. All right, that's all the topics we have. Appreciate you guys for listening. Follow all of our podcast socials, Twitch, Kick, YouTube accounts, personal Twitch, Kick, YouTube accounts. Rylan's been streaming a little bit more again lately, so go give him a follow and watch him on Twitch. And then follow the rest of our podcast socials, our Discord, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, pretty much all of them now. Our merch on TeePublic. Listen to our sports podcast, Brother Sports Podcast. We're about to record episode 12.
Yep, 12. Episode
12. I don't say it every episode. Bring it up maybe once or twice every couple of weeks. Just to, we do have Cash App for podcasts in the description. If you're feeling generous, you want to donate us $1, 50 cents, whatever, or you can donate us nothing. That's fine. But if you want to,
just help us out and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, it'll help us out. Like Ron got himself a new mic. We put what money we do receive back into the podcast. So, yeah, if you're feeling like it, do it. If not, you're listening enough, and we appreciate it. Ron, do you have anything?
Yeah, just obviously, as I say every episode, join our Discord if you guys want to. Obviously, you guys without ears don't. Also, get merch if you want to, and also if you guys are listening to this right now, whenever you listen to this, we're most likely at 900,000 total downloads. So thank you guys so much for that.
Appreciate you
We
guys. That's
greatly
insane,
appreciate
man.
it.
That's
It's a
crazy.
giant number. It's crazy. So we're
That's
closer
a
and closer
lot
to
of
1 million.
people listening to us. That's crazy. We
Oh, yeah.
appreciate it.
It's awesome. But yeah, thank you guys so much for that. We really, really, really appreciate it. 1 million, here we come. It's awesome. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Get some merch if you want to. Some sexy Two Bros Gaming merch.
Beautiful, beautiful merch.
Cheap too, pretty cheap as well, especially for how expensive stuff is.
It's not even
now.
just t-shirts, hoodies, all kinds of crap. You can get it on a mug, you get a blanket,
hats,
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you can get a whole bunch of flags. So yeah, go support us on there if you want to. And yeah, that's all I have.
All right. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you in the next episode.